Hey guys, Mark Lyon here, Lion Horses. Today I got a little tip for you, and this one is about cow working. A lot of people, they want to work cows, but they just don't have availability to cows. Like, they don't have any cows of their own, and it's hard to find somebody that will let you run a little bit of weight off of theirs. And so, yeah, working a cow is, a lot of times, especially for the competitive kind of deal, not super good for the cow. You know, I mean, not gonna result in them gaining a lot of weight. In fact, they're probably going to lose a little weight when you're working them. So, yeah, tough to get somebody to say, hey, yeah, you can run a few dollars off of my cow. So today we've got a little tip, and this will kind of help you be able to start working some cows. It also is multi-beneficial. In case you decide that you want to lose a little weight, this will help. Also, if somebody you'd like them to lose a little weight. So, husband, wives, I mean, I'm not saying anything, but if you'd like your significant other to maybe trim up and be a little bit more fitter, just get them one of these. And or maybe your kids. Maybe your kids are going out for sports and they're a little bit not motivated to go run laps. Well, you can give them something to do and also get them in shape to go out for track or football or whatever their sport is. So, anyway, this is what it is. This, they call it a carry cow, and I was introduced to this several years ago. Oh man, it must have been 15, 20 years ago. A couple guys I knew had one, and they would use theirs to tune up their horses before a show or at the show. So nowadays, a lot of times there'll be a flag somewhere set up against a wall somewhere, and you can go in there and kind of warm your horse up on it. But back in the day, those were extremely expensive, and not very many of the shows had them. So the guys would take this carry cow, and they would have one of their assistants or interns or significant others. If your wife or husband will do this for you, that's a sign that they really love you. Like, they really love you. In fact, if I would say that if you're married and you can get your significant other to run this well and not threaten divorce by the end, your relationship is going to bloom. I mean, you have got a rock solid relationship. So, anyway, this is what it is. Basic, it's PVC frame. I add a little head to it, got a little floppy tail there, and basically what you do is you just step into it. Now, got this thing right here. Now, this is the cow, and the nice thing about this is it varies from a flag. That the flag doesn't turn around, and so this is a little bit more three-dimensional. You can make it move a little bit more like a cow. If you guys are running the cow, maybe I need to make another video on how to behave like a cow. Note to self: if your significant other is running this, do not call them a cow, because it will not go well for you. So husbands, if your wife's running this thing, don't say act more like a cow, because not good. Anyway, going along there, when you're working a cow, a lot of times the cows will drop their head before they stop or as they stop. So if you're running along, a lot of times I'll put my head up a little bit when I'm running, and then when I go to stop, I'll drop it down. The other thing is your cow will normally turn on the hindquarters. So what you want to do, I'll step over here a little bit. You're going to go along there. When you go to turn, drop the head, and then rock back and bring the front through, like this. Anyway, kind of gives the horse a little bit more motion, a little bit something to kind of watch a little bit. A lot of times they will get a little lazy on a flag. It's a little artificial for them, and sometimes they'll be like, yeah, whatever. With a cow or a carry cow, they'll tend to smarten up a little bit on it. They'll be like, oh, this is kind of fun, and so gives a little bit of flap there. Yeah, just something you can rig together. Doesn't cost a lot. I just put a little plastic tarp I had on both sides. But yeah, something you can do. Kind of helps, help your horse get hooked onto a cow a little bit better, and it doesn't cost very much. So I normally keep one of these in the trailer or at home, and yeah, if I'm gonna play around with a horse and I want to see if they got any cow on them, I'll have somebody get in there, trot around there, stop, and go back and forth. Pretty soon you can figure out pretty quick if if your horse likes it or not. So anyway, remember, we're all trying to be the person our horse deserves. Hope this tip helps.